we look at the larger issue of what really Delhi is facing today, अनुज, ये पूरी आयरनी देखिए सिचुएशन की कि एक तरफ पूरी आम आदमी पार्टी इस समय चिंतित होती है अरविंद केजरीवाल के गिरते वेट को लेकर, ये इंश्योर करने के लिए कि उनको किसी तरह बेल मिले। मनीष सिसोदिया आते हैं बाहर तो उनके लिए कहते हैं विक्ट्री परेड निकालेंगे, लेकिन जब दिल्ली की जनता सफर कर रही होती है, और ये हिंदी वाला सफर है, जब सफर करते हैं, जब इलेक्ट्रोक्यूशन होती है, बच्चे यहां पर बेसमेंट में डूब कर मर जाते हैं, तब आतिशी रोती नहीं है। आज हमने देखा that आतिशी broke down. This is the image that you see on the far right of your screens right now. When she got to know that this news, is true, Manish Sisodia has been able to secure a bail after 17 long months in jail, she breaks down. I will also play out that response from Atishi in just a moment, but I wanted you to look at this entire state of affairs in Delhi. Delhi, which is the heart of the country, which is the power capital, a city that is said to be a smart city, where a lot of us reside, at least a lot of us have gone to. There you have a chief minister who's not willing to give up power. He's still in the jail. He wants to rule from jail. And as he rules in the jail, look at what happened to governance. Zero word when it comes to civic apathy. You have a Nilesh who gets electrocuted in the Patel Nagar area. He dies. There is a committee formed, but who's responsible? Again, there is no response coming in. You have 3 UPSC aspirants who drown in the basement of a premier coaching institute. Heads have rolled, but no one either from the MCD, that again is with the Aam Aadmi Party, or no one even from the Aam Aadmi Party itself. But they are all out on the streets because they want to celebrate the release of Manish Sisodia, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is also a joke on all of us. It tells you the state of affairs. I want to quickly get in our colleague Anuj now, who's also outside the Tihar. अब अनुज, जब आप ये पूरी सिचुएशन देखते हैं दिल्ली में, कि जब किसी आम आदमी की बात होती है और जनता की बात होती है, सब लोग खामोश हो जाते हैं, लेकिन जब आम आदमी पार्टी अपने नेताओं के लिए बात करती है, वो लोग फुल फोर्स में बाहर आते हैं. आई ऑल्सो सी अनिल गुप्ता जी ऑफ द बीजेपी एंड रोहन ऑल्सो ऑफ द कांग्रेस विद अस. विल गेट इट मोर पैनलिस्ट इन जस्ट अ मोमेंट अनुज, बट मुझे ये बताइए कि क्या दिल्ली वाले अब ये नहीं पूछेंगे कि जब हम लोग परेशान हैं, हमारी जो प्रॉब्लम्स है उसके लिए आप लोग कोई जवाब नहीं देते, तब आतिशी बिल्कुल नहीं रोती हैं, लेकिन जब मनीष सिसोदिया की बात आती है, अरविंद केजरीवाल की बात आती है, तो क्या ये आम आदमी पार्टी भी खास हो गई है?
जी बिल्कुल, अपने आप में एक बड़ा सवाल उठता है। और जिस तरीके से हमने देखा कि जब मनीष सिसोदिया निकल के बाहर आए और जो सेलिब्रेशन देखा गया, चाहे आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं की बात करें या उनके कार्यकर्ताओं की हम बात करें, लेकिन सवाल अपने आप में एक बड़ा सवाल है। जब दिल्ली की जनता जो है वो परेशान थी पानी के लिए, हमने देखा कि किस तरीके से दिल्ली की जनता जो है पानी को लेकर कितना परेशान रही। साथ ही साथ हमने देखा कि जब बारिश होती है तो करंट लगने से एक छात्र की मौत होती है, 3 छात्रों की बेसमेंट में पानी भरने से मौत होती है। ऐसे तमाम ऐसे मामले हैं जो कहीं ना कहीं सवाल खड़े करते हैं आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं की, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से मनीष सिसोदिया निकलकर यहां पर बात जरूर कर रहे थे, निश्चित तौर पर ईमानदारी की बात कर रहे थे, बात अरविंद केजरीवाल की कर रहे थे, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं ये सवाल उठता है कि जो दिल्ली की जनता जिन्होंने चुनकर आपको यहाँ गद्दी पर बैठाया है, उनकी बात क्यों नहीं की जाती? वो जब परेशान रहती है, बदहाल दिल्ली की जनता रहती है, उस वक्त आम आदमी पार्टी का ये जो रवैया है या नेचर कहें, वो उस समय आम आदमी पार्टी के नेता क्यों नहीं आते और क्यों नहीं जनता की परेशानियों का समाधान करते हैं?
बिल्कुल, या अनुज ये कहा जाए कि वो समाधान करना ही नहीं चाहते। मुझे नहीं पता कि दिल्ली में when you keep fighting between the MCD, the LG, the Aam Aadmi Party, every time you ask a question of the Aam Aadmi Party, अनुज आपको भी याद होगा, वो कहते हैं आप LG से पूछिए, LG हमें ये काम करने नहीं दे रहे, हमारे साथ ये बुरा व्यवहार हो रहा है, हमें पैसे नहीं मिल रहे. So a lot of excuses. I do not see Atishi shedding any tear when it comes to people who lose their lives in Delhi because of electrocution, in Delhi because of drowning. I think that is the hard reality. Anuj, for the moment, thank you to you, to Priyank, to Tetri. Remember, our team is tracking what happens from here on, and Manish Sisodia is expected to now reach Arvind Kejriwal's residence. He's going to be meeting with Sunita Kejriwal. We'll also get you those first pictures in just a moment. But look at this entire animation that you see on your screens. The chief minister, in the heart of all this, is the numero uno when it comes to the Aam Aadmi Party. He is number one in the AAP. He's in jail. He is not willing to give up power. He says, "Main hi chief minister bana rahunga." On the other side are all these important players that you see in the Aam Aadmi Party, starting from Atishi, who has now a lot of those portfolios that were earlier held by Manish Sisodia before he resigned and before he went to jail. Next is Saurabh Bharadwaj, who's also been given significant responsibilities, but people say inka aadhar nahi hai. Maybe he's not a mass leader. Then is Raghav Chadha. He goes in to the parliament, but he, remember, remains missing, MIA, missing in action, when a lot of trouble was happening vis-a-vis the Aam Aadmi Party. And then is also Sanjay Singh. He also, remember, has strong roots. He's said to be very popular, but clearly no one can replace Arvind Kejriwal. So this tells you that there is no vacancy at the top. There is no vacancy for number one position in the Aam Aadmi Party. The fight then, ladies and gentlemen, is for who is Aam Aadmi Party's number two. Who's number two? Who's going to be taking calls if you cannot reach an Arvind Kejriwal? Now, a lot of times we were given to understand that that position actually could go into a Sunita Kejriwal. You would have noticed during the campaign in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections, she has said, "मेरे पति के साथ बुरा हुआ है, उनको जानबूझकर जेल में डाला गया है." So people were also wondering, and the BJP also alleged, that she's being propped up for a larger role when it comes to the Aam Aadmi Party. But then there were also reports that said that maybe that is not what a lot of people in the Aam Aadmi Party, including a lot of these faces, want. And that is why Arvind Kejriwal does not give up the chief minister's post. But what happens from here on, as you will have this struggle happening now for the number two in the party? The critical question is about governance, about your and my life in the national capital. I also will introduce our panel of guests joining us, and do remember, you have the all-important Delhi elections, we have the all-important Haryana elections, and people are also wondering whether you can have Manish Sisodia back as the deputy chief minister. There's a lot of legal and a political, things getting intertwined. So we will unravel all that layer by layer by saying good evening to Dr. Anil Gupta ji. He represents the BJP. We also have Rohan Somen Mitra, who's a political analyst. He leans towards the Congress. Ravi Srivastava is a political analyst too. He leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party. And we have two fantastic voices also on the show. These are citizen voices, people who matter, people who hold a say. I'm saying good evening also to Suhail Seth, who's come on our show multiple times, and he's very, very strongly, remember, echoed the sentiments that you and I feel when it comes to governance and the lack of it. Also, we have Sanjay Hegde, senior advocate, also joining us. Extremely significant, Sanjay, to also have you on the show. And I want to begin by asking you, when you look at the entire sequence of events, Sanjay, is there a possibility that you can legally have Manish Sisodia back as the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister? If yes, what is the procedure, Sanjay?
Not immediately, may not be immediately, but I don't think it is far out before Arvind Kejriwal is finally set free. His bail application in the Delhi High Court was rejected. I believe his special leave petition in the Supreme Court will probably be coming up shortly, even giving the prosecution some time to respond to it. I think now it's a matter of weeks and not months before Arvind Kejriwal also gets bail through the process. What the Supreme Court is basically telling the prosecuting agencies is, look, you may have the power to arrest people, but you don't have the power not to hold a trial and throw away the case indefinitely. That kind of thing is just not on. So the Supreme Court did try to send signals when it released Kejriwal as far as the Lok Sabha elections were concerned. Then it granted him bail in the PMLA matter and as an insurance so that he doesn't get out against in the PMLA matter. The CBI then arrested Mr. Kejriwal. Mr. Kejriwal moved the trial court and the High Court and has failed to secure bail. Today, the Supreme Court has said, look, judges of the trial court, judges of the High Court, please do not think that granting bail is beyond your pay grade. You are the first line of defense as far as the citizens are concerned. And okay, now if that matter, now that Mr. Kejriwal's matter has also traveled to the Supreme Court, I think it would be rather unlikely that that his bail application would be rejected. So I don't know whether, I don't speak for the party, I don't know the internal workings of the party, but I suspect that it might well be that Mr. Sisodia might wait till the full cabinet can be reformed.
Okay. Interesting times, and I think it's good that Sanjay has got us that clarity. And before I get into our political panel, Suhail, you know, the very first thing that we heard from Manish Sisodia when he just moved out of the jail is that Bhrashtachar par ek hi var, wo hai Arvind Kejriwal. Now, has the irony been lost on anyone? Suhail, you'll have to unmute yourself.
I said Sanjay Hegde is an erudite man, so he'll know where I'm headed with this famous quotation. With forms of government, let fools contest. That which is governed best is best. I'm not interested in the legal argument which Sanjay has provided, and, you know, this will happen, that will happen. He's more adept at legalese. My worry is he's out of jail, but the Delhi citizen is still captive. He's captive to floodwaters, he's captive to power failures, he's captive to electrocution, he's captive to total apathy, and that isn't being sorted out by this, you know, bail or Atishi's tears. By the way, Atishi should actually rejoin, if she hasn't already, the Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts, because it was a fantastic show of crocodile tears. And crocodile is apt, given the water conditions in Delhi. But on a serious note, how shameless are these people? You come out, your first concern should not be Arvind Kejriwal is the savior of goodness. Your first concern or apology should be towards the citizens. And he would have been better served if he had said, देखिए इन्होंने मुझे जेल में रखा, मैं आपकी सेवा नहीं कर सकता, पर अब मैं चूंकि निकल गया हूं, मैं आपकी सेवा करूंगा. And some of the people in Delhi, being as ridiculously naive as they are, first to have voted these chaps, would even buy this. But what do you do when you come out? You hail a person who's already in prison. Number one. Number two, there's absolute chaos, Deepti, as you said. Remember one thing, the LG is no friend of theirs. The LG will not sign. The Kejriwal can't create a file in prison unless he violates another law. So, I mean, this is a circus. It's an absolute circus. Now, I don't know if the Supreme Court wants to weigh in on this aspect, that because there is no governance, how on earth do things move? Can the Supreme Court reinstate Manish Sisodia as Deputy Chief Minister? I don't know. But the reality is nothing has changed for the Delhi citizen. Absolutely. He will make his token remarks, Manish. He will go to Sunita Kejriwal's house. There'll be a photo op. Atishi has already done one photo op of crying. But actually the tears belong to the citizens of Delhi. They are the ones who are actually crying every day, either internally or externally, for having taken and put these louts in power, who have absolutely no empathy with what's happened.
Well
I mean,
said.
an apology
Well
would have been
said,
the least thing.
Absolutely.
I'm not asking them to, they've been elected. So to be fair to them, they've been elected. And the people of Delhi are as much to blame.
Yes.
But not even an apology, not even a hint of that. That tells you of the arrogance with which they are seeped in.
Okay, well said. I think it's good to have citizens speak up, citizens as eminent as Sanjay and also Suhail. So, you know, I will hope that we will have answers with our political panel, but because Suhail has mentioned Atishi, and that was the original plan, that we will play out what Atishi has said. And Ravi Srivastava, you must also listen in carefully in case you haven't to Atishi. You must hear her, watch her. Just take a few seconds to see that response that has come in from the Delhi minister.
दिल्ली के शिक्षा क्रांति के जनक मनीष सिसोदिया को, जिनको एक झूठे केस में फंसाकर जेल में रखा गया. आज का दिन भारत के इतिहास में, भारत की शिक्षा व्यवस्था के इतिहास में जाएगा कि उस शिक्षा क्रांति के जनक की आज बेल हुई, आज सच्चाई की जीत हुई, शिक्षा की जीत हुई, दिल्ली के बच्चों की जीत हुई.
So, you know, no offense is meant for anyone. she is kind of, I think, reiterating much of the sentiment right now, Ravi, when it comes to the Aam Aadmi Party. But does Atishi or does even a Manish Sisodia, or do you also recall the names of those 3 UPSC aspirants who drowned to death in Delhi? Ravi? Do we remember their names?
See, first of all, I repeatedly said on your channel, मनीष सिसोदिया छूटेंगे, जेल के ताले टूटेंगे.
अरे मनीष सिसोदिया इस कहानी नहीं है ना रवि, दिल्ली की जनता भी तो कहानी है आपकी.
आपको मुझे ही अगर इंटरजेक्ट करना है तो करते रहिए. हर
मैंने आपसे एक सवाल पूछा. मैंने आपसे एक सवाल पूछा.
जनता के लिए ही काम करते हैं.
नहीं, काम करते हैं तो दिल्ली की जनता का नाम याद है आपको? क्या मुझे बता सकते हैं उस बच्चे का क्या नाम था हु गॉट इलेक्ट्रोक्यूटेड इन पटेल नगर?
मुझे
कैन यू टेल मी द नेम्स ऑफ दोस 3 यूपीएससी एस्पिरेंट्स हु ड्राउन्ड टू डेथ?
मुझे तानिया, श्रेया और नेवन तीनों के नाम याद है. दीप्ति,
अच्छी बात है रवि. एंड आई बिलीव दैट वी मस्ट नेवर फॉरगेट देयर नेम्स. थैंक यू फॉर रिमेंबरिंग देम. थैंक यू.
प्लीज मुझे रिडिक्यूल मत करिए. मुझे अच्छी तरह से मालूम है कौन क्या कर रहा है, क्यों कर रहा है. इस देश के अंदर जुडिशरी का जिस तरह से मैनिपुलेशन मोदी जी की सरकार ने अपने ईडी और सीबीआई के द्वारा किया है, वो अपने आप इतिहास में लिखा जाएगा. किस तरह से कमर का दर्द बता करके इन लोगों ने एडजमेंट लिए हैं. किस तरह से मनीष सिसोदिया को 17 महीने जेल में सड़ाने के लिए इन्होंने कानून की किताब का हर वक्त, हर पन्ना जो है उसका इस्तेमाल किया है, बेजा इस्तेमाल किया है. दिस इज शेमफुल. दे शुड बी अशेम्ड. These agencies and their prosecuting officers, the ASJ, Mr. Raju and others, by this government, they were manipulated. Now I come to the main point. You rightly said it. There was one IAS aspirant was electrocuted.
Yes.
That 3 were drowned in the basement. All these are very painful, and I have got full sympathy for those people. But the fact remains is that Manish Sisodia's bail is not going to change the situation which is on the ground.
Why not?
On the ground,
Ravi, why not? Why are you
Delhi
telling me already that nothing will change? Manish Sisodia is out. Things might change in the Aam Aadmi Party, but nothing for Delhi citizens. Why?
It will change. It will change. Ultimately, it will change. You have to just wait. I think Arvind Kejriwal is just at the verge of coming out. Because the kind of remarks the Honorable Supreme Court has made today, I think the lower judiciary also should think twice before rejecting anybody's bail in the PMLA cases.
I think the direct charge is also at Anil Gupta ji, because he represents the BJP, Ravi. Let me quickly get him here, because I want to find out that who's in charge of Delhi. You know, you say कि जब तक सिसोदिया जी बाहर नहीं आते कुछ नहीं बदलेगा. You have a chief minister not willing to give up the chief minister's post, even in jail. And then you have the agencies that obviously are looking, Anilji, at some very, very scathing observations. So why are you targeting the opposition as they allege, Anilji? And, you know, does this augur well? If your agencies are not able to put out enough proof, enough evidence, there is no, you know, trial that is, timely, and you have someone who's languishing in jail for so long, Anilji, how does this speak well of the agencies?
Yeah, good evening to you and all the viewers. See, these are not my agencies. I am a BJP spokesperson. In fact, the said agencies, Arvind Kejriwal once was part of that. He was in the Indian Revenue Service, and which this ED comes under the Ministry of Finance, where he worked. So Mr. Arvind Kejriwal knows very well how these agencies came. And you know, so many allegations, so many corruption charges. Maybe the liquor scheme, maybe the Raj Mahal. Who give the permission
Sheesh
to
Mahal, no Raj Mahal.
Sheesh, we call it Raj Mahal or Sheesh Mahal, whatever that be, making the tender of less than 10 crores. Isn't that leads to the corruption? The increasing the commission from 2% to 12%, isn't that my commission? The tendering of the STP doesn't lead to the corruption. The classroom Gotala, they talk of this education system. You know, the one-room construction costs 50 lakhs rupees. Isn't that a corruption? And what they are celebrating today, what court has said? Court has exonerated Sisodia? No. They have given him the bail. Bail on a surety of 10 lakh rupees plus 2 surety. That means 30 lakh surety. He got the bail. And one more thing. He has to deposit his passport. He has to visit the police station twice. He has to open his live
But at
location
least
24
he's out.
hours.
No, Anilji, what you are not telling the Delhi ki Janta, and I think, I'll get Sanjay to quickly respond to that, because these are scathing observations also that have come in vis-a-vis the agencies. Rohan, I know you haven't spoken. Just give me 30 seconds. I'll let Sanjay respond to this. Sanjay, how significant is what the court has said vis-a-vis the Manish Sisodia case today?
It is significant not only for Manish Sisodia, but for a number of other people who are also on the receiving end of the agencies. Absolute power corrupts. And you have seen the ED people now being arrested for corruption and whatnot. So it is not as if the court is unaware as to how power goes into the head of the agencies also. So I think it is extremely significant. The agencies would do well to double check their instructions and ask for instructions in writing whenever they go to arrest somebody. That would be a very important check. Because no politician will give them instructions in writing.
That is the point. And I think Anilji must listen into that very carefully. And, Rohan, on this entire issue, where is the Congress? I do remember an Ajay Makan. He was the one who's led this fight against the Delhi liquor policy. Today, you have the Delhi unit of the Congress that does not know how to respond. On a national scale, you're supporting the Aam Aadmi Party. All of you came together for a dharna also at the Jantar Mantar, Rohan. But people will ask you, Delhi people have been suffering. Citizens get no answers. Serious charges of corruption. Arvind Kejriwal in jail, not willing to give up. And all of you are concerned only about power?
Dipti, I'll answer your questions very shortly because I don't think I'll get too much time. First of all, I'm not here to shed a tear or celebrate either of that side. I just want to point out, there's this minister's son who was arrested in Lakshmipur Kheri, Ashish Mishra. He got bailed straight away. So what I'm here for is the Supreme Court said jail is a rule. Jail is an exception. So the Congress's stand has been very clear. They have been saying that no crime should go unpunished. Let the ED do their work. But you cannot keep somebody in jail for the last 17 months. Even the court has put it up today. That, the past 17 months, nothing has happened. Where is the case going? The ED and the CBI cannot keep people behind bars without doing anything on those cases. And as the media, the Delhi media, when they were going in, when the UPA was in power, that, everybody arrested, every charge is honesty.
Rohan, I don't have a very good audio line with you. I'm really struggling to hear you. I just hope that we can fix that and get you back, quickly, because I really want you to complete that point. But Anil ji, मुझे quickly एक चीज बताइए ना. अब आप लोग परेशान तो जरूर होंगे. मनीष सिसोदिया बाहर आए हैं तो चीजें बदल सकती है आम आदमी पार्टी में. Tomorrow, who knows, like Ravi is saying and even Sanjay indicated, you could see some relief coming in for Arvind Kejriwal. Delhi elections, Haryana elections round the corner. This could become difficult for you politically, and also this entire perception that you are going after the opposition without any evidence, Anil ji.
No. We are not Preshan. We are, in fact, we are in a easy position. What happened in the Lok Sabha election? What slogan they gave? Jail se vote. And when he came out, Kejriwal Saab came out of the jail, he lost all the election. He started his campaign from the Kalanpuri. He lost. And about this Manish Sisodia ji, I remind you that in 2022 MCD election, in his constituency, he lost in
But
MCD
can you
election.
beat Arvind Kejriwal in a Delhi election?
Yeah.
Can you beat Arvind Kejriwal in a Delhi election? Tell me, sir.
Definitely. Citizens of Delhi are fed up with him.
People of Delhi, Ravi, are fed up with you is what the BJP is claiming. So they say कि कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, केजरीवाल बाहर भी आ जाएंगे, you will end up losing, Ravi.
See, BJP is dreaming to rule Delhi for more than last 3 decades. And the fact is they have not succeeded. They have tried every way to win in Delhi, but they have not come in the assembly. Again, they will lose. I am telling you for sure. And Arvind Kejriwal, once he comes out, he will be a strong fighter. Because this is, जिसको कहते हैं ना, अभी आग में तप करके बाहर आए हैं. चाहे मनीष सिसोदिया हो, चाहे अरविंद केजरीवाल हो, चाहे संजय सिंह हो, क्योंकि ये सरकार पार्टी को खत्म करने के लिए बीजेपी whatever they could do, they have done. They have manipulated the judiciary to the hilt and they have seen to it that these people suffer in the jails. But the fact is, ultimate sufferer became the Delhi's people.
But are you responsible? No, Ravi, Arvind Kejriwal could have resigned. No, Arvind Kejriwal could have resigned. You could have figured out another person who will head the Delhi government and there could have been governance. You are accepting that, you have failed. So people will remember this when they will be going to the voting.
Nobody to suggest to Arvind Kejriwal, he is intelligent enough.
Of course he is intelligent.
3 times the BJP sponsored people have gone even up to Supreme Court to say that Arvind Kejriwal should resign. Supreme Court said clearly that it is his prerogative.
I want Rohan to quickly respond. I have not been able to hear from him, Rohan. Yes, please complete your point.
You know what, Dipti, I was saying, I'm echoing. Can you get this line better? But anyways, I'm going to try again.
Fix that, Rohan. Yes.
Yeah. So my point which I wanted to make was in 2012, when the Andolan was happening, when the AAP came into the forefront, it was this Delhi media who was putting them in the forefront when they were accusing everything for corruption, everything else.
Why are you taking up this battle against the media? I don't understand. See, if you believe that it's only the media that drives the narrative, people are not sensible, Rohan. I mean, I don't agree with that at all.
I'm just telling you something about the AAP. They came in front by accusing everyone else to be corrupt. And today, this is what has happened with them. So I'm not giving them a clean sheet. I'm saying that the ED and CBI, they arrest people, not arrest people indefinitely. They need to be accountable for the investigations going on.
Okay.
So this is the point. The court which has come today and said that, bail isn't true. It's acceptable. I'm breaking up. No?
Yes, there is some trouble on that line. And, I'll just give the last closing word to right now, Suhail. And I'm just looking for the first response that has just come in also, Suhail, from Manish Sisodia. We are putting out that tweet also on your screens right now for you to read through what he says. Suhail, what is that one response, people today of Delhi could give out considering all the tamasha that one has seen vis-a-vis Manish Sisodia, who says, मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट का तहे दिल से धन्यवाद करता हूं जिन्होंने संविधान की ताकत का इस्तेमाल करते हुए तानाशाही के मुंह पर तमाचा मारा है. Then he goes on to say, और अनिल जी आप भी सुनिएगा, आज मैं 17 महीनों बाद जेल से बाहर आया हूं तो सिर्फ और सिर्फ संविधान की वजह से. संविधान is back here in the discourse. He says बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर के संविधान ने तानाशाही के खिलाफ लड़ने वालों की रक्षा की है. मेरा पूरा जीवन बाबा साहेब और उनके लिखे गए संविधान का ऋणी है. टीम मनीष सिसोदिया. Your last thoughts, Suhail, 10 seconds.
तो इनको जेल किसने भेजा था? फिजी की गवर्नमेंट ने. हमारे कोर्ट्स ने तो भेजा था ना. हमारी न्याय प्रतिक्रिया के अंदर ये थे. न्यायपालिका ने इनको जेल भेजा था कि फिजी के गवर्नमेंट ने इनको जेल भेजा था. जहां तक अरेस्ट का सवाल है, वो अरेस्ट वाज आइदर रैटिफाइड और वैलिडेटेड और हेल्ड इन अबेयंस और हेल्ड एज अ स्टे बाय द कोर्ट्स. तो आप कौन से संविधान की बात कर रहे हैं? This is a very nice angle that these people use.
Yes.
They can't abuse the courts because there'll be contempt.
Suhail, it's
so
all about
abuse
politics.
The agencies.
Yes.
If they have the courage, say that the Supreme Court was erroneous. The High Court erred in its judgment. Say that for 15 months, no court could have held the same position. And you don't condone and you don't blame the court.
Okay, I know you've poked Sanjay to respond, but apologies, gentlemen. I've completely run out of time. It's been a fascinating conversation, and I think this is just the beginning. Tanashahi Samvidhan is back in the discourse. We'll see where the story goes. For the moment, thank you so much for joining us.